Salve, salve galera, Joey que tá na voz, retornando SENU'S Sacrifice, Hellblade. Vamos lá. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda aqui agora, né? Jogo tenso. Eu lembro que tinha tipo uma luz na última live ali, lá na frente. Calor, galera. Nossa. Ó, tem um caminho pra cá. Ó lá, tipo, tinha uma luz aí, tá vendo? Deixa eu ver se ela desce esse caminho pra cá. Não desce, mas não tem nada. Só eu perdendo tempo. Não vai nada? Aí, ó. Só até certo ponto. Só curiosidade, né? Curiosidade vista do nada. Mas também não deve ter sido só eu que vim até aqui. Bora. Não tem nada, né? Só o braço dela que não tá então. Vamos lá. Tem uma luz ali, ó. Um espírito. Não é ele. Vai na direção dele. Vamos dar uma pressionada pra cá, né? Nem aguentando correr. Olha os barcos. Vídeo.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs.
Ela deu uma melhoradinha.
Out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
A música sinistra tocando. Olha lá o espírito de novo. Vamos lá, vamos lá. O que é esse espírito aqui? Sumiu de novo. Cansado, tá cansado, hein? Figura solitária de um garoto.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes,
Portão ali.
as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The glue lifted, and for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
You can see him. There he is. Come on, you have to keep Dillian waiting.
Barulho do mar, né? Caraca, o negócio tá... E sinistro, que não tem nada ainda. Daqui a pouco aparece alguma coisa aqui. Graças a Deus, o barulho do mar, né, mano? Me assustando com o barulho do mar, velho. E vamos nessa porta aqui, ver o que tem. E tem tipo alguém cantando, assim, sei lá. Ou é do jogo mesmo.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is
Sigmund.
His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and
Odin veio e enfiou a espada na
a
árvore.
gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, So King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Eu não falo muito pra onde tem que ir, então... Sei lá, vamos dando linha no pipa aqui. Nada. Uns barcos gigantescos, mano. Tem vários tipo caminhozinhos, né?
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last
Olha o espírito lá na frente.
It's a trick. It's an illusion.
Você quer acreditar que é real, mas é um truque. Você nem consegue lutar. Ela não consegue mesmo, não. Tá arrebentada. Ixi. Problemas no paraíso.
Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world in bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it,
Loucura.
just like he does.
Engraçado é que você mexe a câmera, ela olha também assim, ó, tipo... Você vê que ela tá bem impressionada assim, sabe? E vamos ver até quando essa alegria vai durar. Pouco, né, que esse jogo aqui, meu Deus do céu. Salve, Dan! Bora sofrer um pouquinho aqui, Dan. O joguinho do cão, hein, mano. Porra! Felicidade dura pouco aqui também. Olha lá, o bicho tá feliz. E durou pouco, hein?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I'm not. I don't leave home much.
Oh,
Ui, vou pegar no tronco.
wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me?
Quem é esse falando com ela? Será que é algum deus?
me.
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials.
Ah, Dillian, é o marido dela mesmo.
Bring your sword.
You can't put it into words.
Parece não, a bicha tá, velho. Olha lá, do
When you
nada,
look into the
olha o
eyes
zoião
of the
dela.
one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe.
Além disso, a alegria nesse jogo aqui dura pouco.
Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And
Jogo aqui
darkness
tenebroso, cara.
becomes a part.
Vou tentar entender por que eu comecei a jogar isso aqui. Olha lá, ó.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Tá nice, a bicha ficou nervosa. Shut up.
Dillian,
Olha o zoião.
is that you? I'll find you, man. I promise.
Truth. Can you see him?
You want to believe it.
Is he
It's not
there?
real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Delia?
Nothing lives here. You won't
Tá com a
survive.
cara que isso aqui vai dar um ruim, filho.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
Por aqui, por aqui.
He's waiting for you by the tree.
A gente não vai entrar pelas costas da árvore? Entendi que é esses negócios aqui, que tem lá um também. Poxa, eu deixei
Death of
passar um.
Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister,
Vou voltar.
and she begs for mercy
Tem um ali, ó.
and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel... As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister
Tá contando aí, paizão.
plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund... So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Bora então entrar nessa árvore agora. O problema que vai dar aqui, vamos descobrir já. Vamos pegar a espada de Sil.
A sword. Take it. Delia,
Não pegue. Não pegue.
take it.
Se foi o Odin que deixou, nós vamos pegar sim. Ixi, não. Vamos pra nós, família.
It's coming from there. And there. Oh, what are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Forjado por Odin.
Its name is Gram. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
Você precisa dessa espada, moça.
It's important.
Isso.
Can you help me?
The sword appears whole.
Claro.
It is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said the great warrior can reforge Gram by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The tree of death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard.
Go to the shard.
What's the shard? Find it.
Vocês entenderam o tamanho do BO agora? Nós vamos ter que
The metal.
ir atrás de cada uma dessas coisinhas azul que, pelo que eu entendi, e que significa um fragmento da espada. Puta BO.
Yes.
Focus.
Where's the shard? Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
Aí só falta ela se
A king
teleportar
north
para outro lugar.
forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone,
Que BO, hein?
victory to its bearer.
Vai ter que pegar cada fragmento dessa espada.
But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man
Cada vez
every
que
time
fosse
it was drawn,
sacada.
and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this man.
Where are we?
Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now?
Não tô falando não, foi meio que teleportado.
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death.
Por que o Dino trouxe ela aqui?
Things are very ordinary,
Vai morrer, né?
inevitable. It's as if we conspired to
Isso
death
aqui vai dar um ruim, filho.
because we have no answer.
Olha o teu negocinho. Vamos lá.
But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved
A
ones,
Terra parece, eu não sei se é, se é renderização do jogo, mas a Terra meio que tá caindo e levantando assim.
Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker.
Herver, a filha de um berserker.
She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Certo. A árvore tá ali, né? É aquela árvore? Acho que não, acho que não. Não sei. Vamos só seguir, né? O jogo teleportou a gente pra cá. Olha lá, tem uma impressão que a areia tá se mexendo. É esquisito. A terra tá respirando. E nesse jogo doido aqui vai saber. Caverna aqui, hein?
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch.
Pega a tocha.
Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Caraca, mano, que é isso, velho? Não tô enxergando nada, velho. Essa tocha aqui tá iluminando nada, velho.
I'm here for the
Tô um
trials.
susto da peste, não vou
Like
não?
when we first met, remember?
Eu vou colocar fogo aí não, mulher? Que isso? Cadê alguma coisa? Nada. Pai, volte. Não me abandone.
There he is, finally.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
This is your mission. Find him.
É, vamos voltar aqui pra cá, não tem nada.
Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Vê que agonia, mano. Dá pra chegar nada. Uma tocha.
I'll find him. Don't touch them.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
It's the voice of the dead.
Not Dillian.
Tem uma runa aqui.
He's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
I can hear him.
Eu posso ouvi-lo.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
Creio que isso aqui é um labirinto, velho. Porque eu já não sei sair daqui mais não.
Northman to hell.
Só fui.
Another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
Enquanto de outra maneira, você tá fracassando.
Think, focus. Use your mind. He disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers. Not him.
Não é ele, nós avisamos que era um truque.
We told you it was the truth.
Olha, isso aqui é um labirinto, velho. Nossa, tô ouvindo a voz, mano, de um homem gritando. Dá pra ela correr, não? Então, o bagulho parece um truque, velho, ó. Eu tinha vindo, eu tava aqui, antes de eu acender dessa, parecia que aquela tava apagada. Vamos pra cá, então. Voltei pro mesmo lugar, é isso? Não. Não, porque lá tinha 2 grades. Isso aqui é um labirinto mesmo. É uma pena que ela não corre.
What's happening? It's not him, it can't be. That's them, the voice is changing. What's in there? What's in there? What is it? A secret room.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword.
Fiquei
She
preso.
says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Caraca, velho, que loucura isso aqui.
You don't recognize it? Don't doubt yourself, you'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do. You
Vou tentar prestar atenção pra ver se eu escuto a voz gritando.
listen. Dillian, where are you? For his voice. Dillian. She can't everything look the same. Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. What is it? What's different? There's a clue. Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it. It'll help you see.
Acender que tocha se não tem tocha aqui. Salve JP, belezinha meu brother, como que você tá? Tô aqui panguando nesse jogo aqui. Tô tentando sair desse labirinto aqui que eu tô preso. Eu tô bem, e você, como que você tá?
Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
É isso mesmo, onde estamos? Estamos andando em círculos.
You have fallen in. You think that sound
Deve ter alguma bruxa, alguma fita assim, velho, aqui. Procure por pistas, algo parece igual.
is different. There's a clue.
Realmente, algo tá parecendo muito igual isso aqui. Se eu voltar... Espero que eu ouço o grito do cara mais pra cá do que pra cá. Mas é, estamos andando em círculo. Loucura, opa, sussa. Graças a Deus, meu mano. Tô jogando um pouquinho aqui pra dar aquela aliviada, meu, ó, deu no mesmo. A mesma runa. Mesma coisa. Só pedra. É algum detalhe. Sei lá, tá com cara tipo de ser obra de bruxa, sei lá. É esse cara gritando. E essas runas, será que significa alguma coisa? Vai contar a história de novo.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
Listen to that. Just us. She needs us to help.
Eu vou continuar seguindo, igual o Pateta aqui. Ah, e será que se eu continuar andando uma hora a tocha se apaga?
Nothing you can do. Nothing.
Quanto mais eu dou volta para esse mesmo círculo aqui, as vozes falam mais coisas. Mas é, ó. Ela bem que tá perdidona. Pior de tudo é que eu continuo ouvindo o cara gritando. Dá pra queimar isso aqui não? Alguma coisa? Não. Nunca vou sair desse labirinto, hein? Criaram tipo um looping pra ela, tá ligado? Ela fica girando nisso aqui. A mesma runa, tudo igual.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me.
Fazer o contrário, vou andar de trás pra frente agora. Vamos ver se rola alguma coisa, tá ligado? Já que tá dando ruim andar pra cá. Vocês perceberam que pra voltar os dois lados tá aceso? Engraçado, não? Ó, pra voltar os dois lados tá aceso. Por quê? Jogaria outro loop, hein? Mas a voz tá aumentando. Agora não tá aceso aqui. Descobri. Caraca, descobri.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Rolando alguma coisa aqui. Aí, que é isso?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Ele não quer que eu enfrente o meu medo. Fuga. Desbloqueou uma conquista. Isso aqui vai dar um ruim.
Father?
Estou indo embora desse dia que eu acho que será bom pra mim.
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said so.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Galera, sobrevivi a primeira.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. Keep going.
Essa bicha tá...
There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be
Já tá
easy.
sofrendo.
You're getting tired.
Não dá pra passar por aqui, né?
Can you do another one? It's too much.
Dá toda a volta, mano.
She hasn't got the energy.
Nessa aqui dá pra pular. Vou descer daqui e depois eu faço outra. Só colocar minha filha pra dormir aqui, pessoal. Rapidez.
want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Eita. Vivendo e aprendendo. Gosto de sempre localizar onde a gente tá, ó. A árvore, a montanha. E voltamos pro... Parece o castelo lá. Não sei se é um castelo que a gente tava lá. Essa parte não vou falar não, que eu vou ficar enrolado. Que diacho é isso? Deixa eu roubar isso aqui, né? Madeira! É porque aqui ele deve ver uma escada pra isso aqui, não deve?
There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, Senua? It's dangerous. Don't go near it. Don't go there. Don't go too close. Don't go to the mast. You don't know what will happen if you touch it.
Vocês entenderam?
You want to see.
Não sei como é que funciona, mas pra máscara não está quebrada.
Where are we? What is this? It's the
Ah, garoto, entendeu?
It's another world. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge.
Neste mundo ela está
Let's
consertada.
cross it. Dillian is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes.
Precisa encontrar a runa.
You need Dillian. He's waiting for you.
Ah, eu derrubar ali.
He's close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillian. Dillian, we're here. Dillian. We're nearly here.
Vai esse daqui, ó, né? Mas não é não. É, parece muito aquele negócio lá, né? A árvore aqui. A árvore daria certo, mas é que não é a altura suficiente, né? Se fosse um pouquinho mais alto, daria certo, eu acho. Se eu puxar mais um pouco assim. Que não dá dois aqui, sabe? Redondinho. Mas parece. Ai, eu vou cair? Ah, não é escada, pô. Não. Antes apareciam uns sinaizinhos, né? Quando eu tinha que... Bom, não é má ideia fazer isso aqui, né?
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's safe.
Continua não sendo a árvore. O portão agora tá aberto, né?
Dillian,
There he is. What are you waiting for?
quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go
You're
for
still alive. There he is.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Way too many times.
Always let him disappear.
Dillian, there he is.
Quick.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other
Caraca, esse jogo é interessante, mano.
dark world.
Uns puzzlezinhos dificinho, mas...
The world once seemed so simple. Remember the smell of his neck. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her
Opa.
to see further.
Deu sinal, hein?
Peek
Deu
through the
sinal.
cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
Beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Aqui, ó. Consegui.
You've got it.
Why isn't he here?
Mas o que tem aqui pra cima? Nada, né?
World.
He's gone to the dark
Trancado.
world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world. The dark
Não, mas eu passei a runa, quer dizer que vai abrir a porta.
Dillian saved you from them.
Eu tenho que voltar tudo. Não, voltar.
You saw that she was strong.
Ah, aqui não tá, né? Não, dá sim, dá pra seguir. Beleza, abri essa porta.
Just like it strangled him.
Vamos voltar pra aquela máscara ali. Fica ligeiro que eu acho que daqui a pouco começa a aparecer monstro. Gostoso quando vem pra esse mundo aqui, né? Porque o outro mundo tá tão sombrio. Esse aqui é mais leve, mais de boa. Ué? Eu entendi errado. Pois é, entendi errado mesmo. Eu não entendi muito bem. Que aqui era pra estar aberto agora, não é isso? Entendeu?
He didn't believe that she was cursed.
He saved you when everyone
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams.
Aqui, ó.
Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her sons. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts.
É a freia, não é?
Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Ah, pra matar ele com o visco, não é? Eu já ouvi essa história já.
You owe everything to him. You have no chance, ever again.
Poxa, a vida não colaborou da forma que eu imaginei, hein?
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance.
Why didn't you listen to him?
This love has tortured you and it tortures you.
Labirinto do fim. Juro pra vocês que eu tô um pouco perdido. Pensei uma coisa, aí agora é outra.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young."
Aí ó, o visco. Falei? Já ouvi essa história.
Meeting him beneath the tree.
É assim que ele foi morto.
Dillian saved you from them.
Your curse has claimed Dillian.
He didn't know.
Eu não ganhei o que tem que fazer aqui agora. É aqui mesmo, burro.
There he is. Where are you taking him?
He's up there. How do you get up? There's a way everything gets broken in the end. There is a way up there.
Não tem nenhuma máscara.
Believed in you.
You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Your love because he believed in you.
Believed in you.
E agora eu já sei.
You killed him.
He couldn't see the darkness within you.
Ou não?
Do you remember the way he stroked your hair?
Do you remember the way he felt? was kind to her.
Não faz muito sentido isso aqui.
Remember, Dillian? What do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Não tem nada. Cá também não, é só coisa bonita.
Dillian's in the tower. He's there. Do you think she remembers him? He's the reason she keeps fighting.
Confusão, bicho. Então aqui tinha que ter um meio
Can you
termo.
remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the things she loves. She destroys the things she loves.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods.
O desembaldur Ruth, o deus cego, estava lá.
The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have
Passa
no
no
way."
outro pra ver.
Loki replies, here is a wand.
She's pure darkness.
Vamos ver por isso aqui agora. Vamos ver agora. Isso por outra passagem, né?
Remember, Dillian? Do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Não, também não.
He was the only one that really loved her. He did love her.
Pensando, tô pensando.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree? She should have listened to him. Why didn't she listen to him? She thought she could defy him.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Look what happens to the things you love. Cannot be undone. Nobody will love her. Remember what it feels like. She destroys things you love. Your curse. The curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both. That are most precious to you. Dylan didn't deserve this. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You're cursed. You are guilty. Was it worth it? He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? His love has tortured you, and it tortures them. Look what happens to the things you love. What does it feel like to be in love?
that she was strong.
Caraca, tô preso nesse puzzle aqui. Não sei se eu passo o negócio e desfaço a escada. Não, o jeito dessa porta tá... Não sei, mano. Nossa, mas tá novo pra mim.
He didn't believe that she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs. Does it feel warm? Do you feel safe? Dillian loves you.
Loucura, meu. E vamos passar pela máscara lá de baixo. Ver o que rola, né? Beleza, vamos pra cá. Olha lá, as portas estão abertas. Aqui tudo bem.
Everything is broken. You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Mas tá aqui, ó.
You have no
Não
chance.
tô entendendo muito bem.
Ever again.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain. Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's the gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, "Is it really true?"
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without.
Nossa, eu não queria saber.
How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
E agora?
He cared in a way that nobody else did.
Não.
Do you remember the way he looked?
Desce, minha filha.
Squashed into struggle. The curse cannot be
Bom, agora o portão tá aberto, mas
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
ah, igual a outra, pô. Zeca, urubu. Calor da peste, mano. Ficando sonso.
Blood on your hands. You are guilty. Was it worth it?
Fica mais coisa.
Curse. And now the darkness is swallowing you both. Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zimbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her. She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy her father.
Ué, tá fácil assim, ué, tá vibrando? Fazer aqui, ó. Mas tem que ser ao contrário. Peraí.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
Tá bom, essa parte não vai.
He saved you. Loves you. You owe him. His love keeps you strong.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Dillian saved her. You owe your life to Dillian. You owe everything to him.
Nobody will love her.
You know, remember what love feels like.
Look what happens to the things she loves.
She destroys the things she loves. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. Doesn't so. They've set your trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you fall. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. No closer to Dillian. That's Dillian, and you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? Kill the things that are most precious to you. Dillian didn't deserve this. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere? But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? What if they're a trick? The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing of you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the real world. The gods are, but it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language. You don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. Never succeed. Slow. Quicker. Do you remember what it was to touch him? He's the reason she's alive at all. Do you remember him whispering in your ear?
it wouldn't be.
Dillian!
First time.
Stop saying. Dillian never much cared for the underworld. You're going to fall. Looked dimly upon the Druids, like her father, SENUA'S.
You can do it. You can do it.
I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall. Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Your freeze disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. Just gone.
Perspectiva diferente. Conclua o desafio de fragmento da torre. Caraca, dificinho esse da torre, viu?
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world thing? You, only you can see, just to be rid of your nightmares.
Já que esse é o Dillion?
Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Eu terminou a aprovação do segundo fragmento. Eu vou deixar.
This is pointless. What if you're
Deixa
wrong?
eu ver se dá pra deixar escorado no outro fragmento.
What if we're wrong?
Mas eu vou finalizar, que é bem demoradinho. A gente segue essa live mesmo, não teve luta nenhuma.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
É isso, deixa eu ver quanto tempo de live deu aqui. 1h23, tá bom, 1h. 23, show. Depois a gente joga mais, galera. Esse jogo não parece ser muito grande, apesar dos apesares, bastante puzzle. Depende muito também do que quanto a gente demora nos puzzles. Hoje mesmo eu tô um pouco cansado, então eu mosquei nos puzzles, sabe? Mas sabe quando você tá cansado, mas tá doido pra jogar? Que eu quero ver o que vai desenrolar desse jogo aqui. Mas é isso, galera. Obrigado por hoje. Valeu, até a próxima, hein? Deixar na porta aqui pra gente poder seguir, viu, galera? Tamo junto.